Hi there, Leo. It's Maria from the Tarot Shop here with your tarot message for the month of October. Can't believe it's October already, but it's my favourite month, so I'm really not complaining. If you haven't been to me before, there are 3 decks in front of me and you. On the left-hand side is the Oracle deck. I'll take 1 card from there to give you the energy for the month ahead. So something that's working for you. Then I'll give you 6 tarot cards, which is a message from the tarot on something that may be occurring in your life. And then I will take some Lenormand cards, which are the ones on the left at the end, to see if they can give you any advice on this at all. So that's what we are doing. I always say this, please don't make this resonate. If it doesn't resonate, rather, then please don't make it fit. It should feel right. If it doesn't, then it's not for you. Then check out instead your moon and or your rising signs, because it could be that that's where your message is. Sometimes we operate more from our moon, our emotional side, than we do our sun sign. So that's how it works. Okay, so right, Leo, for the month of October, your bird is I put all the details of which cards I'm using, which decks I'm using in the description. But for Leo, we have a rhinoceros hornbill. Perfect trust will be rewarded with its like. Are you having trust issues, Leo? That all is going to be as it should be, and that the world is your friend? Sometimes it's tough, and I think that you require some trust. I get that definite feeling there. Right, okay, so let's have... I don't get that vision just because that's what the card says. Okay. This is the Light Seers. I don't use it very often. I don't know why. I just prefer the Rider-Waite, but actually she's getting a lovely workout this month. Okay, so now the month begins with the completion of something. The world tells me that you've reached the end of a cycle, not the end of a book, the end of a cycle, the end of a chapter within your book, if you like, really. So something is completed, usually from a positive point of view. So you have journeyed through an experience or journeyed through a chapter in your life, and you now are at the end of it. And you're at the end of it, and you're now looking out into the big wide world with the 3 of Wands and going, right, okay, now what can I do with this? So this is usually somebody who has they've completed a phase and they now have started their own business, for example, or they've started a new relationship, or they've just moved, or they've just done something. And as a result of that, you're stood there with that expectation of, okay, so I've done this, I've moved forward, that's behind me, and now I'm in this new position, a new situation, and it will feel very positive, or it will feel absolutely terrifying. There will be no in-between around it, because it feels that you are on new ground, you know? So that's what's happening at the beginning of the month, and that's how you open up the month, if you like, really. Now, I do get that you have got the 7 of Swords. Now, as you move through, this is around thinking that you you'll feel that there is a little bit of, right, you've done this very positive thing, but then you are very concerned for some reason in the middle of the month with regards to what others are saying, and you think that there's gossip, squawking, chatting. You can see what the card is saying, that people are talking, and you're in a fairly defensive position here where you're like, okay, now this is a position where you stand your ground. So you're like, actually, I made this decision for me, and I feel, and I know, sorry, I beg your pardon, I know that this was right for me. And it does, the cards are telling me that you're in that situation at the beginning. So there will be something that will come in that will go, are you sure that this, and you go, yes, I absolutely know that this is what I should be, because, you know, we've got here perfect trust. So whatever these other people have to say around you, be comforted by the knowledge that all is as it should be, and that there are no accidents or mistakes, and actually you are, stand up, because this is where you should be. You know, you should rise above this. You are absolutely there. And you've got the Knight of Cups, which is a card of being very emotionally powerful and strong. So you know that in the long term, not necessarily in the short term, because you're in that waiting period, you know, that first setting foot on a new shore type thing, you stand up for yourself because you just go, you are comfortable in your own knowledge, because you're going to take responsibility for your happiness here. I do feel that this is a journey towards what is going to make you happy. Okay. And you've got this where you are defending your position and go, no, I know this was the right thing for me to do. If you're currently in employment and you've put something out there, and then you're a bit concerned that actually, what did I do the right thing? Yes, you did, because it leads you towards happiness. Perfect trust will be rewarded with its like. So that's got a little bit of fear just creeping in here around what others may think or what others may say. And they are not responsible, or they cannot affect your happiness if you don't allow them to. Okay, then you have got at the end of the month this really quite sudden movement. Now the Tower says, right, okay, you're comfortable now, you're in your right place, you know we're being led towards happiness, just going to shake things up a little bit. The Tower just literally shakes things up a little bit. It doesn't destroy it, just gives it a little bit of a wobble. And as a result of that, you will be taking on extra responsibility. So you feel as if, or it will definitely feel at that particular time you've bitten off a little bit more than you can chew. Okay, so there's some sort of shake up that happens at the end of the month, and as a result of that you've got the 10 of Wands, so you're taking on more. I want you to know the moon is, you cannot see the whole picture, please remember that. With the moon it tells me that things are coming, but financially the 10 of Pentacles tells me you're moving towards it. This is complete financial security. The 10 of you can't get any richer than this. Now what is rich? Rich is different things to different people, isn't it? But this is financial security. And it's old, established, so it's long term. So you are heading towards that. Despite this wobble at the end of the month, you're going in the right direction. And that's the message from the cards, is whatever happens that wobbles you at some point this month, know that you are in the right direction. Okay? I got the Lily, which is that you're setting up, you know, it's going to be very traditional. It's not necessarily, you've done something. Do you know what I mean? It's not necessarily with regards to work. It can be that you've started something and you made a decision to do it, and you'll get that little wobble, but you're in it for the long run, and that's the way that you've been. That's what the cards are saying. Yeah, okay. So there's loyalty here. There is loyalty here, which is wonderful. So be true. And the key is about your direction. It's about unlocking. It's keys unlock doors. You know, it's ultimately going. But we've got just a little bit of stress here. Okay, before we get there, there's friendship here at the end of this. Whatever's happening here, you're being guided towards. Use a loyal friend. A loyal friend may have the answer for you as well. A loyal friend may be able to point you in the right direction. So turn to someone to, if this wobble happens, then you go talk it out with them. There is a little bit of stress involved, but you know, you're heading in the right direction, and that's them. Remember the long goal. Okay, as this card says, perfect trust is rewarded with its like. Okay, so I hope that you found that helpful, Leo, and thanks very much for your support. And if it doesn't make sense, if you're like, that doesn't feel right for me this month, that doesn't feel like it's right, you've got to listen to your intuition, because your intuition knows best, more than Maria. And head off to your moon and or your rising signs, because there could be a message from the tarot there for you instead. Okay, I hope that you've enjoyed that, and thanks very much for your time. Bye bye.